Hey everybody, it's Zach from Myshire Farm, and today we are actually getting bees, and we have the Bee Guy supply here, which I'm very excited about. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm Brian Crow. Thanks for letting me come and do this with you.
Absolutely.
I have a company called Bee Guy Supplies in Londonderry, Ohio. We sell bees, we sell bee supplies. Our goal is to always help beekeepers succeed. And so I'm always trying to help new beekeepers especially get started. So I sent Zach a hive a few weeks ago, I guess.
Yep.
And he put it together. We're going to go through this hive and see the different parts of it.
Absolutely. So today, this video is going to be pretty much the basics of what you need to start, correct?
Correct.
So he sent us this. We already did a video on how we put this together, kind of. It wasn't very instructional, but he'll be doing some YouTube videos on his YouTube channel, which is in the description as well, so you'll want to follow that. And we're going to do quite a bit of videos today.
Yep.
But today's is the basic. So if you want to take that apart, tell me what I did wrong or what pieces are what, and then we'll go through just the basics.
A couple of ways that a hive comes to a customer is either it's assembled like it is here, or they get a bunch of pieces in a box. And Zach got a bunch of pieces in a box and he assembled this himself.
And I wasn't stressed at all.
The top of this hive was assembled. So they build this box out of wood and then they put a tin roof on top. And that keeps it dry, keeps the weather out of it. There's an inner cover. There's a couple features of the inner cover. It has a hole in the top so the bees can come up the top and create ventilation as well. There's also a small notch in the front of it that creates an entrance so the bees can come in and out of that notched entrance. The top box is a medium, so you can see that there's quite a bit of difference between the size of these boxes. This medium is partially for more room for the bees to get into and lay eggs, and also to deposit honey, also to build up their honey supplies. So when Zach got this box, it was 4 different pieces for all 4 sides, and he glued them and he screwed them together with these finger joints, and that's a good strong box so it can take the weight. He also received these frames. The frames were a top and a bottom and the 2 ends, and he glued them and nailed them together and then snapped this foundation into them. And this is what the bees are going to use to draw cone out and to use that area to be able to lay eggs, deposit honey, pollen, and nectar. The other part that he got was a queen excluder. This queen excluder will keep the queen in the bottom box and not allow her to go up top. The worker bees can get through here, but the queen is too large. She can't fit through in between these little spaces. And by doing that, you know that this top box doesn't have a queen in it, so when you go into it to pull honey out of it, or you go into it to move frames around, you know that that queen's not in that area. You're not going to damage her because you don't want to hurt that queen.
And I was not comfortable with not doing that, so I was like, I need you to send me one of those too.
and then the bottom, you can see, is larger. This is more space, more surface area for her to build cone out of and to be able to draw it out. And again, these came in 4 pieces. So a top, a bottom, and 2 ends, and he glued these together and nailed them together. Together by the bees. And then he also has a bottom board that came with it. The bottom board has the entrance, once in a while you can clean it off, just pull the hive apart. And he also bought this frame. I'm not sure where he got the frame, but that's a pretty nice stand. Gets those bee boxes up off the ground, gets some ventilation underneath. That way they don't have condensation build up underneath this, or moisture. Plus you can weed eat around it easily. Or you can put a weed bed under, which we're going to talk about.
And you did say that when we do find a place to put this at, that the front needs to be a little bit further down than it doesn't need to be exactly level.
No, we want to tilt it slightly forward so the rain doesn't hit this front porch, this front step, and then roll back underneath the hive and create condensation problems.
Okay.
So if you tilt it slightly forward, the water will run off the front.
Okay. Now, you sent us this and this the first time around. lot of our customers or YouTube watchers told me what this was, but I didn't know at the time. But we do now, so I thought maybe you could mention both of these.
This is an entrance reducer. It goes across the front of the hive, restricts how much space have for bees or other pests to get in and out of. So when it's in this position, it has this small hole. That's the only area the bees have to guard, besides this notch up top. And I have this air cover on the top. When it's like this, they only have this little hole and this little hole to guard for pests to get in and out of, wasps and other insects that want to come in and rob them, yellow jackets, things like that. In the summer, you can open it up to the larger side. Gives them a little more airflow, a little more ventilation.
Okay.
So you slide that in that way.
Okay.
Also in the winter, you want to turn it kind of like this, because if you have any bees that die or anything and they build up on the bottom, the bees can still have an entrance to be able to get in and out of. And also, this is all the area that the cold air is going to be able to flow through. And mice can't get in here.
Okay.
Okay, so you're restricting how other pests can get inside.
Okay. So this needs to be used pretty much all year.
I use them all year.
Just flip it around. Okay.
That's right.
All right.
And then this right here, I sent this partially as fill, but I hate to just send fill.
Right.
A bunch of paper in a box, and so I actually use this insulation to wrap a hive with. And so in the winter, I wrap it around it, and I just use tape to hold it in place, and it helps insulate the hive.
Okay. Excellent. All right, so the main tools. Now, I did show him all the tools that Jenna bought me for Christmas, which got us started on this project. And so we're just going to talk about the basic tools right now, which is?
Well, right here we have a smoker, and this is what you're going to use to try and keep the bees calm. So you're going to divert their attention from you being in their hive looking at them. And so you're going to fill this with burnable materials. You can use pine needles, wood shavings, and what you do is get this started, and then it has a bellows that you pump, and it pushes air into the bottom of it and smoke out the chimney. You just give it a couple puffs, and those bees know that there's something else to pay attention to besides you.
Sure.
Also, you got a couple different hive tools here. I like both of these. They kind of have the same usage, but a little bit different as well. This one has a hook on it. It makes it easy to get under a frame and lift it up. So you don't have your hands necessarily down in there. You can grab the other side, and it helps you lift them out.
Oh, that's nifty.
This one I use a little bit differently. It has this hook on it. When these frames are kind of glued together and held together, you can kind of get that tool in there and just twist it. It helps pop those frames apart and get them separated, so you're not putting as much stress on the wood, and then once it's separated, you can pull it out.
Okay.
Also, when you put bees in a hive initially, you're going to want to feed them. Not only at the beginning when you put a package in, but also throughout the year. So if you don't have a lot of pollen flow, you can use a mason jar and fill it with 1-to-1 sugar syrup, punch holes in the lid. And by doing that, you flip it upside down, and the bees you put a couple wedges underneath it, and the bees are able to go under there and drink that sugar syrup out of that jar. Another feeder that we brought a couple examples of are in-hive feeders. These in-hive feeders take the place of a couple. In this case, in the case of a single frame, this is a deep, so it would go in the deep box, and you would slide it in there, and this will hold a gallon of simple syrup. And once you fill this up, then the bees are able to climb down this ladder and not drown in that water, not drown in the syrup down underneath. So they'll be able to climb up, get out of there, be able to introduce that syrup into the hive.
Okay.
And you're going to want to feed this and feed the bees about once every week. Make sure that they have enough syrup. This is the deep one, and then this is the medium. This would go into a medium box. I kind of like this one because I don't have to open the whole hive to be able to feed them. So this would replace 2 frames and go into place.
And then just get a simple funnel, and then just pour the
sugar water
The
into
sugar
that
water
funnel.
in?
You don't even have to take this out unless you're taking it out to clean it.
Okay.
I try and take it out and clean it about once a month.
Which we're just cleaning these, correct?
No, I will take this whole thing out about once a month.
Okay.
And just clean it out because you know how sugar water will get a little moldy.
Sure, sure.
So I'll just clean the whole thing.
Okay.
But about once every week or so, I'll pull these out and make sure that they don't get plugged up because the bees will fill those holes up.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we're filling it up and cleaning these out once a week.
Mhm.
Once a month, we're taking it out and just
Cleaning the whole
cleaning
thing.
the whole thing.
That's
Okay.
right.
And then, so you pretty much supply all of this stuff on your website.
Yes.
Okay. This is, well, all of my supplies are coming from Bee Guy Supplies. So definitely check that out as well. All right, so what? The next step is we need to find out where the best place to go is?
Yeah, we need to place this hive in the best location we can find.
All right. Well, stay tuned. We've got more videos coming your way. Thank you very much, and thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.